guys, so I'm back. So yeah, I've been busy, trees up. Preparations for Christmas, never a dull moment. Honestly, haven't had a time to knit a lot, but I am in halfway through with this blanket. Now I did say this blanket is going to take me a while, so my apologies, but I did warn you. So this is halfway through. And we are at the moment, it doesn't look like halfway through, it looks like I'm more through. Well, I am, because it's 210 rows and I am on 100 and done 120 rows. So next I'm going to do this 121, place this, what's that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, star G. At the very end, and then I'm going to keep going growing it, and I'm going to come back to you. But first of all, let's do this. Where is my light blue? Where's my star color? I have to knit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so 109 stitches, and I will be back to you. 5 6 7 8 9. Gonna take my color B and I'm gonna place my star G, so knit 3, change the color, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Flatten the work, knit 2, and we knit to the end, change the color B, and we knit to the end. Okay, turn your work around. Now purl down to the star and 1 in, knit 1 more with the color B, change to color B, purl 3 1 2 3, change to color main color and purl 12 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Again, change the color B. We're going to purl 3, change the back color to the main color, and purl to the end. Now we have set, what's that, our 7th star, our star G, and I'm going to keep going for the next 14 rows, and then we're going to go to H, is it? Another our then 8th star, but in between I'm just going to cut off the video, so I'm going to keep going on the star motif at the end for another 14 rows. Sorry, 12 rows, or 10 rows actually, because we're on the, so another 10 rows, and then we're going to come back to you as we are starting putting a place for another star. So here I am. This star looks like this, and it's starting to extend out, and we are going to place that is our 8th star. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, star H. I'm gonna place it in here now. Then what we have 132 rows done, and we are heading to 133rd row. So first of all, I'm going to knit 48. Whoop. So I'm going to fast forward this. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 48. We're going to take our color B. Going to knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Change my color around. I'm actually going to put them both on my index finger. Going to knit 15, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back to color B, knit 2. Now I'm going to knit down to my star at the end. On the other end of the star. I think this side is, yeah, color B. We work the star chart just a little wider on the top part. Okay, flatten the work. And into the end. Straight down. Turn your work around. 134, row 134, purl down to the star. Work the star G. And now we knit the purl down to the other star. Gonna fast forward it. Now we are at the back of the first star. You're going to Put in there. We're going to purl 3, 1, 2, 3, take the main color, purl 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take your color B, purl 3, main color, and purl to the end. Now we have set our 8th star, star H, on a place. Make sure you're, here you go. So now I'm gonna keep going. And I'm going to come back to you. I'll keep going on patterns, and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, end of the 156 row. So I'm gonna keep going. That would be another 22 rows. So at the end of this star, I'm gonna come back when I'm finishing this star, because then we're gonna set the star and the moon in a place as well. Yeah, we get to the moon. Time is going. Okay, I'll keep going. Now, row 136 done. Starting on row 137, and we're starting to place on one of our 9th stars. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, star I. So we are going to knit 10, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are going to knit 3, gonna knit 15 in between, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Going to knit 2 more, 1, 2, and now that's the placement for our star I, or our 9th star. We're going to knit to the end, purl down to the next row, and I'm gonna come back then on the row 158, 59, because on 160th row we start our moon. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep going on next 3 rows. Yeah, I'm gonna come back on end of 159th row, and then we're gonna start with the moon. So end of 159th row. We are currently just in here. So 160th row is going back. I keep working on the star. In the meantime, I'm just shaping the moon. I'm not going to show you how I shape it. I'll just fast forward them and come back to the moon. But we are starting to now shape the moon, okay? So first of all, I am going to knit exactly a purl, because it's a reverse row. We're going to purl 30, and then we have the placement. We put a placement for the moon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You take your color B. I have it ready here. Preferably with the small balls, they're great to use. And we're going to purl 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, just make sure the main color comes at the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now I'm going to keep working. Purl down to the star, work your star, turn your work around, and we're going to knit back to the star, work the star, and come on a 161 row back to the moon. I'll come back to you when I am approaching the moon again. So here I'm back on the moon. I've done the star back and forth. We don't need to look at that. It's our 9th star, so we would keep doing it. I'll keep going it. So we are going to now 2, 4, stop 4 before. So we're going to make 13 stitches. 4, gain 4 on this side. So I'm going to change the color to B. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Knit across the 6 here. And knit another 3 in here. Flatten the work, change the color. Back to the main color. And knit to the end. Okay. So the next row then we want to 162. This is 161th row. We're 50 rows away from the end, finishing this row, finishing this blanket chart. Oh, I can't wait. So you turn your work around now. You're going to, what's that? Going to purl 20 and what's this? 24 stitches down to the moon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And of course I have done, I can't count. What is wrong with me? Anyways, so 3 stitches before, we're gonna add 3 stitches in color B on this side. You see it's 3, so we change it to color B. We are going to purl this 3, purl across the 13, and we're gonna add purl 2 extra in the main, change it to color, main color, flatten the work, and we're gonna purl down to the star, shape the star, turn our work around, and that's done our 162 row. 163 work your knit down to the star, work your star, and I'll come back to you when I'm approaching the moon. So 163, row 163, done the star. It's taking a pretty shape here. And the moon is getting bigger and bigger. Like right now, I'm doing it during the new moon. So we are going to, I'm approaching it very quickly. So we are going to gain one more stitch for the moon, at the bottom of the moon. So I'm going to pull in here, and that's 15 and 18. So I'm gonna, so I'm gonna knit one, and then I'm gonna knit across this 15 here, 15 stitches already. And I'm gonna grow one more at the other end. So one extra, another bit of a growth here, flatten the work, and you knit to the end. Now you're gonna, row 164, you're gonna turn your work around. Sorry, Jesus. Getting excited here. 164, you're gonna purl down and you stop 2 stitches before the moon. So I'm gonna see, I have to look at that pattern. So we're gonna stop and we raise or grow the moon this side for 2 more. So 1, do this 2 extra. But now we're only going to knit, I'll tell you exactly, where's my needle? It's easier with a needle. 2, 4, 6, and 10. So now we are going to knit next, per 1, 2 on the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You change your color to the main color, flatten your work, and we're going to purl down to the start. So this is where we are starting. We're now on the curve. We're starting to shape this curve here. So we've done the bottom part and we're done now this first row. That's 164th row. So I'm gonna come back when I'm coming down near again, and we're gonna keep going, but I'm just gonna purl now to the end, shape the star, turn around, start row 165, and I'm gonna come down when I've shaped the star and approaching the moon again. I'm gonna come back to you. So getting to the moon, we are gonna go now just across down to the color B, what we gonna do is we're gonna shorten this a little bit more. We are, yep, down to color B, and 1, 2, 3. Going to knit another 3 in. 1, 2, 3. Change your color to B. And we're just gonna knit across those 3 9 stitches here. We're not going to grow any at the moment. We're going to grow in next row. We're going to just knit those 9. It's quite a wide or big, so we are just trying to keep it as flat as possible. And going to knit to the end. Okay. Now, okay, now I'm going to purl down to the moon, but I stopped 2 stitches before color B. Okay. And I'm gonna knit a purl across all those color B, all the stitches with color B. And here I go, losing a stitch here. I'm actually gonna stop 1 before, and I am going to purl until the star. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and now I'm gonna keep going to the purl down to the star, change back into main color, purl down to the star, work the star. This is our 164th row, or sorry, 166th row. And I'm gonna come back to you when I'm on 167th row. So 167th row, and I am approaching my moon. So now I am going to okay, so I'm gonna go 1 in, and I'm gonna knit across and grow 1 on the other side like this, and add 1 to it, flatten the work, knit to the end. Yeah, okay. going to turn my work around. Now we are going to stop, purl down to the moon, stop one before, going to purl across, one extra and purl across. So you should have now 11 stitches in color B in the moon. All of it, perfect. And that's how our moon is starting to kind of look like now. It's quite big. And I'm gonna purl now down to the star shape, the star, and the star is a halfway done. And soon enough I have to look out as I'm starting the last star. But in between, yeah, I'm just gonna purl down to the end now. And then I'm going to, this is 168th row. So when I'm gonna come back, it's 169th row. Sorry, I'm way behind. My row count is all over the place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 167th row. Jeez, we're going flying through. So yeah, this is 168th row. Yeah. It's 168th row, and when I get to the end, I'll turn around and I'm going to come back to you next row, 169th, when I'm approaching the moon. Okay. So I am approaching the moon again. We are going to move again one more. Is it one? Yeah. Yeah. So once again, we are going one in. No, actually, I'm going to swap it around. You start with, you're going to go across the 11 and you're going to knit one extra in the end. So you're going to gain now 12 stitches to be on the needle. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, yeah, 8, 10, 11 and 12. Knit to the end. You turn your work around. Okay. We are going to purl down. Let me see. This is 168, or can I see? Okay. Just have to look at from here. We have 2, 1. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to do one more on so we get to the moon now. We're going to stop one before, okay? Change your color to color B. And we move the hole up. Lost stitch here. Okay, and we're gonna knit across and move it all one stitch. So you're gonna keep this pattern now going for a couple of rows. So what we're gonna do, geez, yeah, this kind of is getting messy here. Okay, so you're going to move, stop one before, here you go, we have one in color B. We're going to keep those 12 stitches on our needle in color B, and I'm going to purl down now to the end, finish that, work on the star row. This is our 170th, is it? I'm just going to say, pretty sure it's our 170th row. We are 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is our 170th row. So I'm going to work over the star, and we are going to start our 171st row. Now I'm going to finish this part 4 or 5. I'm a little lost now on the parts. With this star, we're going to do a few more rows before we're going to finish this part. So I'm going to come back on 171st row when I'm approaching the moon, and I'm going to go from there. Now, let's see. 171st row. Yes, I know. And what we are going to do with moon, we keep our pattern of what we have right now in color B for another 3 rows. So this is row 1 for, so yeah, 1. We're just gonna use the color B, and we're gonna use the same stitches to go across. Change the color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knit to the end. Turn, work around, purl down to the color B. Change your color to color B. It's getting very messy here. Use the color B, just purl across with the other color B. Just like that. And change the color B and purl to the end. Okay. Now, dun dun dun. And then I'm gonna come back to you. This is 172, row 172. My star is nearly finished. And I have to start a kind of a follow now up. I think it's 175th or 6th row when we start our last star. So I have to keep eye on that at the moment. I'll tell you exactly. It's 176 row. So I'm gonna currently now go at work around. So I come back to you when I'm approaching again on 107th, the third row. So I'm gonna come back to that. Now, so this 173rd row, we're gonna do exactly like we did the row before. Going to follow. Just when you're doing with that, you don't really change your pattern with the colors and the stitches. Just wrap it a bit of a more round, so you it's kind of a bonds it together, so this one would have too many of holes in it. It just helps to keep the work in the same place. So we're going to do this row, that's 173. Now I'm gonna change the color, main color, and just flatten the work. Knit to the end. Purl down. Now we stop one before the color B, and we are going to start it just before this. We move the whole row closer to the edge, so we move the whole row by one. So yeah, down here you change the color B. And you're gonna do 12, and you're just gonna across, so you should stop one before again, so the whole row, or the whole, yeah, it's just the whole pattern moves one stitch. You're gonna stop here. And now I'm going to purl to the end. This is the end of row 174. Next row, we are starting our last star. Yeah, so I'm going to come back to you when I've moved past the star and back to the moon on 175. The star eye should be looking quite like a finishing end. So we have a star J, the 10th star to do. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to come back to you next row. So 165th row. And here we are, back on the moon. Back on the moon. Woohoo. So we're going to just follow the root of the color B we already have built here. We're going to use the same for the next 6 rows. This the pattern what we have, that kind of those same stitches as we are moving across the body part here, the middle section. 160, okay, 65. Knit to the end, change back into main color, knit to the end, turn your work around. And we are going back to the moon, do the exact the same. So that's our second row. We're actually going to do 170 until including 171st row. It's all the same, so it's actually 7 rows of the same, the body part. So I'm going to repeat this again, the same row, and we are on 166 row now. What we're gonna do now is we are going to add, gonna drop it, cross it, making sure that we knot those stitches as much as possible. It's getting a bit twisted here now, just let it loose. So I'm going to do a cross, and now we're going to place our last star. So that's, we're going to go across with color B. Okay. Change the main color. And we need to purl. There is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 41 stitches. So I have 2 done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's a bang on in the middle here. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 39, 40, 41. I'm gonna grab this one, the bigger bowl. Okay, you are going to purl 2, change to main color. Purl 15 as we do. And by this point, I'm actually quite good of remembering the star as the pattern. It's my 10th star to do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Change the color B. Purl 3, and here we have our last star has placed. So I'm going to keep going until the end of the row, finishing my 9th star. We are kind of starting to shape the top of it. And I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to keep shaping and also shaping the moon here, the party part. So I'm going to come back to you when I'm finishing on 117th row. So it is another 4 rows to go. And I'm going to come back to you. Okay. I'm actually going to do the next part as I think it's a part 5 where we finish in the moon and we're finishing the last star and finishing it off the chart part. So this is going to be following to the next video. Just the video is getting very long otherwise, but it's a great news. We're nearly there. I cannot wait. So hopefully by the end of this week I have this blanket ready. Now follow me with the next part in a couple of days, hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. Bye Bella.